My video for the 26th of March, 2018, is entitled Bankers, Attorneys, Priests, and Politicians. What do these professions have in common? Those who are brainwashed may think and say they are all different professions with nothing in common. Well, to those of us who think for ourselves and try to base our conclusions on our own observations and experiences, these professional occupations do, in fact, have a singular objective: control of the people through scarcity and fear-mongering. Their game plan is to divide humanity into competing camps that use their energy fighting over who is right. To them, it's just a game they play to win, and winning is the perpetuation of their lies that enable them to steal from everyone else. Money is not the real goal. It's just a means to the demonic dominance they desire over all that is true and good for everyone. They thrive on competition, and cooperation is abhorred. If we would develop the teamwork of cooperation, we would rise out of the slavery imposed upon us. But no, we remain enslaved, totally brainwashed by the lies. I keep asking, where's the love? It will never be experienced as long as these charlatans are not held accountable for their criminal deception. After I had already written that title and blurb, I thought, well, attorneys and politicians do have a lot in common, actually. They are the ones that control the political thing, but behind the scenes are the bankers. And to keep the people in check, they instill religious precepts in, and each religion ultimately avoids the love and starts fighting over which one is right. Which one is the correct religion? Well, all of them are inherently capable of loving if they would only follow the divine or the prime directive. But no, they end up being divided and subdivided again. That's how many kinds of Christianity do you think there are? There are hundreds, probably, brands of Christianity. We call them denominations, and there are sub-denominations and fragments and groups that flake off in this direction and others in this direction because they want to follow a particular teaching. And the teaching is always about something that is not as important as simply striving for the singular objective of getting along with each other, of listening to one another. No, we want to be right. And that propensity to want to be right drives the wedge between all of us. You know, I made the video, previous video, talking about the shape of the earth and saying it doesn't really matter. It's about love. And then somebody writes me and says it really does matter. You know, this is what creates the division. It really doesn't matter what shape the earth is. If it's a globe, if it's hollow, if it's a flat surface, whatever it is. Some people say it's a flat surface with a dome over the top. And the dome is just a movie screen, basically, that projects images that we think that the universe is vast, when in fact it's very small. What is true? Love is real. But is it? We can't seem to get it right, to experience loving one another, as long as we keep fighting over inconsequential things that really don't matter. It doesn't matter which religion is right if they all teach love, because then they're focused on something that we can actually experience, which is called cooperation. But people that think that they're the only ones that are right cannot cooperate with others. In fact, people that think that they're the only ones that are right don't even listen to others. And I agree. It's hard to listen to some people because they come across it with such dogmatism. You know, they have such closed minds. They don't want to even consider the possibilities presented by someone whom they perceive as an enemy or a divergent prophet or whatever. The thing that seems to me to be capable of bringing down this entire geopolitical structure is the propensity of these elite beings that claim elitehood. To me, they're demonic. They're evil. They've always been evil. And to bring them down, we have to become aware that these are those who have perpetually for generations, they have abused the most innocent of the human species, the children, the infants, the teenagers. Yes, there have been some people that have gone through their system and been able to get free of their enslavement and brainwashing. We've been able to see, who was it? Oh Lord, I know her. I greatly respect her. She broke out. She was going to be killed, but she was rescued by an insider who had a conscience and had a heart. I forgot her name. I hate it when I do that. I should have written it down because I did think of it as I was preparing this video. I thought of her, and I had the name then, but I don't have it now. I don't like it when that happens, when something just seems to fall out of my mind. I thought I almost had it again, but it flew away again. Anyway, folks, I really hope that we can get our act together and start loving one another and learning how to cooperate and how to listen. If we wanted to build a society that actually would thrive and function well, we would not allow those that try to instill a spirit of competition within us and fighting over which one is right. There's none of them that are right that claim to be the only one. None of them. For every one of us has a new and a different perspective compared to everybody else. We have our own unique experiences, and we have to draw on those experiences and find the common ground. The common ground is that we all want to be loved and accepted. Even the elite want to be accepted as they are, with all of their inclinations toward child abuse and everything else that seems to be rampant within that culture. But they've, of course, infested the rest of human culture also with similar propensities. We've got to be able to see through this. We've got to be able to rise above it. And we need help. May that help come to us in whatever form it takes. But may we be able to start working together to build a world that actually works for the benefit of everyone, excluding no one. I hope you consider what I'm saying, and thank you for listening. Namaste.